right, good evening, everyone. I'm TJ Smith, and I'm running for mayor of Baltimore. I'm a Baltimore native. I've worked in Anne Arundel County, Baltimore County, and Baltimore City. I know what everybody in here is thinking, or what I think they're thinking. We just want our government to work. We want to elect people, and we want to let them go and work. We don't want to worry about if they're doing the right thing, and we've had to worry about that the last several years. We're fed up and we're tired. Baltimore right now is a trauma patient. It's a trauma patient that's being taken to the ER and is bleeding out. As it's bleeding out, we're losing more and more young people day after day. While I was riding here, it was a shooting just up the road in Homewood. Just up the road while we're here. It's all too commonplace. And we've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like these seats have names written on them or already sketched in stone that it has to be this person. This person's up next. We have to rebuke the status quo and say we're tired of it and we're not going to take it anymore because it's been the same way for too long. I'm not a politician. I've been a public servant. I was a police commander for a number of years in Anne Arundel County before coming to Baltimore City as the chief communications officer before leaving to go to Baltimore County and work for Baltimore County government. I've seen a lot in my lifetime. I lost my baby brother in 2017 to the violence on the streets. I've seen it as a victim, I've seen it as a government servant, I've seen it as a citizen, and I'm tired of it. When I look at my crime plan, there are several different things that we have to focus on. The re-entry of people who are coming back into society is one of the ways that I'm gonna be a very selfish mayor and ask the governor for support for people returning to Baltimore zip codes who need the support. Because we know that if they leave prison with a job, they're 93% less likely to reoffend. This is a pool of people who are pushing the violence that we continue to see. I've been the first candidate to talk over and over constantly about the trauma. And I talked about my Trauma Go teams and us addressing trauma. We're gonna have a shooting in the community tonight. We're just gonna leave that community and they're gonna be left to pick up the pieces. The discarded gloves, the gauze bandages, and the police crime scene tape. And the kids are gonna walk past that tomorrow morning, much like they did the shootout the other day in West Baltimore. We have to end that, and we have a responsibility to go out and talk to those communities and make sure they're okay and make sure they get the treatment that's necessary. But we have to focus on those communities that have been disproportionately affected by this violence. East, West, and Southwest Baltimore represent one of every 2 murders that occur in this city. One of every 2 murders. We're gonna focus on the people and places specifically and hold bad guys accountable, period. I'm TJ Smith, and I would appreciate your support. Thank you.